Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to BG Codes. I am bradgarropy, and I love programming. Let me tell you, something at work has been kicking my butt lately, and I think I worked through it tonight. With the help of one of my coworkers, Arjun, we sat and pair programmed for quite a while today, and he had a great suggestion that kind of got me through. Excuse me. My video is live. Thank you, YouTube. Gotta remember to mute that every time. And my YouTube volume is on. There we go. All set. Okay, yeah, love programming. It's so challenging and it's so rewarding. The cool thing is if you can't work through a problem, you work around it. And if you can't work around a problem, you ask somebody else. And then if that still doesn't work, you start back at step one with whatever knowledge you gained along the way to try to reapproach the problem. Super cool. Anyways, it's gonna be a late one for me. It's 11:20, and I'm just starting to stream, but I have a really crisp idea of what I need to do today. Today, it is a popularity contest on Adobe Lunch, and what we're going to be doing is calculating the most popular and least popular lunch places, and we can do that. Let me show you how. OBS pip. Okay. So let me show you how. How we're going to be doing this. This is our popular milestone here. We're going to be using Airtable. So we already have an Airtable tracking all these things. So this is each place, the number of times it's been accepted and the number of times it's been rejected. So it's going to be pretty easy to just pop on over, perform an API call, sorted by whatever column we're looking for, and then just return the top, 5 or 10. That's all we care about. So with that being said, the first thing we kind of need to do is mess with our Airtable endpoints. And now that I've moved to serverless functions and it's running in Node.js, I can actually use the Airtable library. So the very first thing I'm going to do is convert this over to use the Airtable Node.js library. And I'm going to go ahead and make an issue for this. I'm going to say Airtable library. It's technically an enhancement, but definitely worth doing. So if we check out this popular milestone again, let's reorder this. First and foremost, let's get the Airtable library going. So here it is. npm install Airtable. Pretty simple. Thanks, VS Code. Git branch. So let's see. Git checkout. We're going to call this one Airtable. Okay, and very first thing we're going to do is install it. I had my first glass of eggnog tonight with whiskey, but now I've got whiskey and Coke. But let me tell you, eggnog, one of my favorite things. I don't want to run npm start. I want to run nullify dev instead. Any day now. Let's open up. And honestly, I really wish it opened automatically. It does. Great. Okay. Boink. Alrighty. So the first thing we need to do, we have Airtable. Let's import it. const airtable equals require airtable. Let's see. It doesn't even show. Let's check the documentation. The documentation is so cool because JavaScript. This is the documentation for my specific table, and I can actually show my API key in here if I wanted. Okay, great. Okay. Base ID, base name. Great. So I'm going to name this Airtable with a capital A. And then I'm going to say const Airtable dot oh shit, what was this? What did it just say? Base equals, okay, dot base with the base ID. And this is my base ID. So this is going to create a base, but I'm just going to call it Airtable because from there, that's where you're going to be doing all your things. Oh, custom configuration. Airtable uses your account to configure Airtable. Store your API in the Airtable API key environment variable or pass it directly to the library. Okay. Yeah, see, yeah, I totally like this one better. It's more explicit. Oh. Yeah, okay. I take it back. So basically, as long as I store my environment variable in the right thing, we're good to go. So let me open up OBS, turn on my lovely face, and mess around with my environment variables. Airtable API key, it's actually already stored as the right thing. It's going back. So we should actually be good. So now that we have this Airtable thing up and running, I can. Whoop, there it is. There's my places table. That's fine. Do I have to say new Airtable every time? That doesn't seem right. We just do dot base, then we don't have to do anything else. Yeah, okay. So then I think we should be able to say like this. This is we call Airtable. We do dot select. And this is going to be the base name. Dot select. And what are we selecting? First 3 records in grid view. And then the function page. Okay, can we do this with like promises? Promises. If you don't pass in a done callback. Yeah, awesome. So how does that work? So it's like table dot select blah. First page, then result. And that should be good to go. So let's see if this actually calls. It looks like I have to like actually accept or reject something first. Promise pending. Right. Okay. So then let's go ahead when we reject. Create list. Oh, interesting. Okay, so reject does what? Does a list. So let's say anytime we do list, the very first thing we're going to do is this thing. Just get this result, first 3, and log it. Still getting a promise. Go figure, because I didn't put a wait there. We should no longer be getting a promise. And great. So each thing is a record. And each thing has fields. So let's rename this results. Which is an array, dot for each, and we'll log it out. So is result.record a thing? Undefined, okay. So is result.fields a thing? Yes. Okay, so then I think I understand what we need to do here. Do I need the grid view? Nope. Okay, so then do I want 5 or 10? I don't know. Probably the top 5. And what else? I need to be able to max records. And I need to be able to sort. No code examples. A list of sort objects that specifies how the records will be sorted. Each sort must have a field specifying the name of the field to sort on and an optional direction key. If neither sort no view parameters included, the records is arbitrary. Okay. So it's just called sort. It's an array of objects, and this first object is going to be field accepted. And now this should get us the top 5. Oh, that's probably the bottom. So then we need direction descending. Yep. Let's try rejected instead, because there's way more rejects than accepts. Great. So let's see. This is let's do the most popular right here. The most popular would be the ones with the the most accepts and the least rejects. So accepts, we want to start from highest, descending, and rejected, we want that to be ascending. Perfect. So this is, it starts with sorting by the most number of accepts and then the least number of rejects. That would be the most popular. Then for the least popular, we'll call these unpopular. It's the opposite. We want rejected to be descending and accepted to be ascending. Need to change the names on those variables. We'll just log popular and unpopular. Okay, so popular, they've been accepted the most and rejected the least. Unpopular, rejected the most and accepted the least. Perfect. I just need to separate these out into their own methods. And kind of like update the methods that we have. So just kind of writing spaghetti code in here. So when let's search. When do we use list? When we accept, we list everything where ID is equal to ID. List is a single. No, why not retrieve a record? API query. What about here? That's just API. Yeah, so list to me is going to be a single. When would we ever have multiple records? Yeah, see, look, that's dumb. So this would be retrieve a record. This wouldn't be, we need to add one for, retrieve. So retrieving a record is going to say, hey, I'm going to take an ID. Oh, I know why. Because that ID is not, that ID is the Airtable ID, not the Foursquare ID. So list is still fine. So how do filters work on lists? It's a string. So really, we would want yeah, I'm mostly just rewriting the API at this point. That's okay. Or rewriting the library. So we're going to have a reject, which finds it. And then updates it. We're going to have a search. That's Foursquare. We're going to accept. Then we're essentially going to have a most popular and least popular. X records. Yeah, I don't even think we really need this. I'm going to do it anyways. Okay. So currently we've got a filter. A limit. And what else? Sort. So the limit's 100 by default. Can I just make all these null? Like it doesn't matter? So now we'll say records. Await Airtable base name, which is places dot select dot first page. And then select has options there, which is records, which is the limit. So the limit filter and sort. Limit filter by formula. And sort. So we'll call these library records. Retrieve is not defined. Whoops. Invalid parameters for select. Max record should be a number. Where do I call lists? Try again. Okay. Trying to figure out what happens when we list is a filter. Same thing. Filter. Okay, yep, same thing here. This is just a filter. I think they said the limit was 100. Let's see if it works just like as is. Okay, dope. We got them. And so even if I said here, limit is 1, am I still going to get back an array? Yep, no matter what. So I might as well just pull the first one. And let's just make sure this is updating. Cool. It looks like everything is still updating. And honestly, why don't I just pass the options right through? Oh, because I want to be fancy and yeah, value for max record should be a number. And what's it say in the documentation? Page size. If the value sorted at the beginning, yeah, so I'll just say 100. Okay, so that's how that's going to work. Get to delete a lot of code here. Seems a little bit easier. Select text options. And so I'm just going to set the options here. Const options equals. So I got the limit, the filter, the sort. Okay. It's a lot easier. So what about creating? How do we do it? Okay, and we don't have a base, we have an Airtable. Airtable with, this is base name. Dot create. And we really only want to create one. How was I doing it before? Yeah. ID accepted, rejected. So ID. Do I want to say fields equals this? No, what if we say we'll call this whole thing data? Or a record? A record has fields, and inside of fields is this. we're only putting one record in there. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm going to delete all these. Cannot read property 0 of undefined. Undefined, undefined. Okay, something's going wrong here. So I got my record that I'm handing it on create. Create. All methods that take a done callback will return a promise if you don't pass in a done callback. So this looks like a done callback. Let's comment that out and see if this works. What? What's happening? So we're calling create with an ID. Calling create with an ID. So that works. Oh, sure, because it only returns the records that we created. Makes sense. If there's an error, it would throw and we would catch it. Just trying to click on this a few times, make sure it's working. All right, cool. It is indeed working. Okay. And then the last method we have to do is update. So how do you update? Update, and it takes a thing of records. Basically the same thing as create. Oh, an ID and then fields. Yeah, okay. Okay, so a single record is ID in fields, and we want that in an array. Where do we call update at? Record ID with just the things we want to update. Okay. The documentation says, okay, yeah. I don't know if I'd call that. I might call that updates or update. Constant records is going to equal that, and then doink return records. Okay. Okay, and just to check again, let's go to Airtable. Make sure this is all working. So we're gonna reject. We did a create. Great. Reject, 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 accept. We'll do a second accept for an update. I'm going to do a lot more rejects and see if I get some additional updates. Yep. Amazing. It's great. With that, we are now using the Node.js library, which is a hell of a lot easier for Airtable. Let's just commit this and close out Airtable library number 28. Let's just make sure what I did. Added Airtable. We can get rid of that. We can. Yeah, okay. So list now just has to have a filter on it. And a lot of changes in Airtable. So ACP install and use Airtable library. Closes number 28. Next part should be pretty easy. Well, first of all, I think we're getting rid of Google altogether. Just bye-bye. Foursquare still uses query params. That's fine. Okay, so we've got accept, reject, details, and search. We need most popular and least popular. So I know they're only going to need list from utils Airtable. Let's see. And this isn't going to have any body at all. Let's see. We should be getting close. Okay, so the last thing we kind of need to do is go into Foursquare. Not Foursquare, go into Airtable and find what we did for most and least popular. Okay, so This is a list. With a limit of 5. No filter. And a sort. Limit of 5, a sort. This is least popular. Least popular, the sort looks like this. And let's pull these options out into a separate variable. Rejected descending, so least popular. Yeah, I rejected descending and accepted ascending. Perfect. Literally the same exact thing, but for popular, we've got accepted descending and rejected ascending. So let's see. I should be able to go, whoops, I should be able to go to /.netlify functions, most popular, and get a response back. JSON formatter. So the first one is, yeah, okay, I need more sample data. Let's see, this was 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can we do no sort? How do I remove sort? Okay. 4, 3, 2. Cool. So let's try again. So we've got accepted 5, rejected 1, accepted 4, five, 4, 3, no, another 4, 3, 2. Does that make sense? So rejected. We want to swap these. Five, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2. 5, 4, 4, 3, 2. And then in order of their names, 24E3, 1FE3. FE07. 1FE3 again. And then 232D. All right, so it's working. And we'll swap it again. First from rejected 9 to 1, then accepted. So these are the least popular. Oh, thank God. Okay, so we got rejected 5, 4, 3, 2, and 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 2. 3, 7. Why am I even doing this? There we go. 370, FA4, 1FE3, 1FE3, FE07. Okay, it works. So our most popular and least popular links or serverless functions are working. Airtable library. So this closes 21, 22, and 23 with just a little bit. Actually, on the serverless side here, maybe we should write the code to retrieve this stuff. And we can get rid of the Google stuff, which is nice. It's got accept, reject, search, details. Search, detail, accept, reject. And then we also have most popular and least popular. It's going to be largely the same code. It's everything else. Nullify functions most popular. Well, these have to be async. There is no data. It's a GET request. There's no body. So I think it's just going to be like this. Yep. So let's try it now. This is what's going to pull it into the client side. And let's try this. Maybe just like on the index page. Or even in like maybe like the nearby places context. I don't know. Serverless. Yeah, let's do like serverless dot most popular and least popular, and we'll log them both. And just see what happens. It's an array of 5. So this is most popular first. We've got accepted 5, 4, 4, 3, 2. Okay. And this is least popular. Reject. Oh, this isn't right. Nearby places. Line 16. This isn't right. We kind of want this sorted. Serverless most popular, serverless least popular. Most popular? Oh. Hit the wrong endpoint. So 5, 4, 4, 3, 2 makes sense. And now we've got rejected 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. Alrighty, I think that's exactly what we need. Oh, I think that's it. I think we can, whoops, just go ahead and close this out. Most popular, least popular, and the client side. '21, '22, and '23. So ACP. number 23. And what did we do? We add serverless endpoints for popularity. Yeah. So I think we could definitely merge this branch into master. We can merge Airtable. And we can delete the Airtable branch. And let's open Netlify. Make sure that we're building. And I want to talk about auto publishing. Oh, there's all my keys. That's cool. Just gonna have to reset them. But let's switch to camera for now. So I want to talk about auto publishing. Continuous deployment. I think I want to remove some of this. Yeah, I think I want to stop auto publishing and publish just my branch deploys. This would be like a really good new milestone for like CI/CD. I don't know, we'll call it 1.5. Right, because I don't want it to just willy-nilly push every time I push to master. I really want to, yeah, branch deploy. I really only want to publish when I do releases. Okay, so great. This is halfway done. Closed. Yeah, halfway done. So now it's just about displaying what we have here. So we have the most popular and least. Oh well, let's make sure it deploys, right. Go to preview. Man, let me tell you, this second one was way better. And filter, sorter, transform. Yeah, the only fields I give a shit about are fields. This was most popular? Yeah. 5, 4, 4, 3, 2. And then let's do least popular. Again, same thing. The only thing I care about is fields. Least popular, so it's the highest reject rate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. Cool, it's working. So that's what's deployed. Version 1.4, which is weird. I suppose we should actually be deploying version 1.3. I don't know, right? Because how many releases have I had? I deployed a 1.4. So then my milestones are a little bit wrong. Popular needs to be 1.5. And continuous deployment needs to be 1.6. Cool. Yeah, see, and like with that being said, oh, I want to push some shit right now. Like let's update the version. So let's do push to master. We're now version 1.5 ACP bump version. This is going to push to master. I can open up Netlify and it should not deploy. We'll wait till the build finishes. God, programming is just so much fun. Okay, so the next branch I'm gonna need to make, let's check the milestone again. Popular. This is we actually want to display it. This is gonna cause a deploy as well. See, now this is built with a preview, but there's no notifications. GitHub. Okay. But there's no publishing done. Cool. What if I went to like this one? Oh wow, you can publish it. That's sick. Yeah, this is technically why I should be doing PRs instead of just merging branches myself, because it would all be trackable with Netlify deploy previews. That's okay. Yeah, so this branch should do nothing. And then we should be good. One day. There you go. Okay. Perfect. Well, guys, I think that's going to be it for me. Made a lot of progress today. We switched over to using the Airtable Node.js library. We implemented our Airtable serverless or our serverless functions to grab the most popular and least popular venues from Airtable. Pretty simple. And then we implemented the client side methods that actually call those serverless functions. So we are ready to move that data into our application and display it. So next time what we're going to do is try to make I'm just going to start with a list, like a plain raw list, a numbered list of most popular and least popular. So I'm going to make a component for that. It'll be like popularity list or something. But then later, I kind of want to make like a bar chart. And I think we could do that with just CSS, honestly. Like, we don't need to make it real fancy. But you can just make it essentially like a div and then just fill it with a certain percentage based on like the numbers. Yeah. So anyways, I had a great time tonight. I'm fired up on programming right now. I have been for a while. This application is really cool, really advanced. It's kind of simple actually, but like honestly, I've been doing a lot of advanced stuff with it between the serverless functions, the progressive web app, all sorts of stuff like that. Soon I'll be implementing GitHub Actions into it, so it's all been great. Anyways, thank you guys for watching tonight. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.